Hello, Erica here again with another VEDA video. I know I've been absent for 2 days. What you gonna do? I had 2 days this week where I was supposed to leave work around 4 or 5 o'clock in the afternoon and instead ended up staying until 10 or 11 o'clock at night. So that significantly cut into my time for filming. Anyway, I'm back and today I'm bringing you books I thought I'd love. These are books that I was really excited about, had heard great things about, or just really liked the blurb, and ended up disappointing me to no end. Let's get started. First, I have to talk about Italo Calvino's If on a Winter's Night a Traveler. This is always talked about as a book for book lovers. It's kind of like this meta weird thing where you are the reader and it's told in second person, but there are also the beginnings of 10 novels that are interrupted in a moment of suspense, and it's this whole postmodern work. Anyway, I hated it. It was one of my least favorite books of last year. I really liked the first 2 chapters, and after that I thought that it was very sexist. I thought that it was a little pretentious, that he was trying a little bit too hard, and I ended up giving it 1 star, I think, in the end. Yeah, not a fan. Next I have The Magicians by Lev Grossman. I didn't hate this book. I just didn't like it as much as I thought I was going to. This, I had heard, was Harry Potter for grown-ups. It's not, but it's about a boy named Quentin who finds out that he has magic and gets accepted into a magic university, and, you know, all sorts of things ensue from there. I really liked the first half of the book, but the second half of the book, and if you've read it, you know what I'm talking about, I really hated. So I have the second book in the series, and I haven't read it yet. I've tried to start it a couple of times, but it's a signed copy because Lev Grossman came and spoke at the bookstore near me. So I feel like I should read it and just finish out the series, but I just don't know that I'm that invested in it. Next, I have the ultimate polarizing book, and that is The Catcher in the Rye. I read this when I was 18, which is said to be the appropriate time to read The Catcher in the Rye, from what I've been told. And I hated it. I think Holden Caulfield is a whiny little bitch. Sorry, I know that's really eloquent of me, but I really didn't like it. And maybe I need to give it a reread. But, you know, I feel like there are 2 camps with this book, and there are people who either really liked it and people who really didn't, and I'm in the latter of those camps. Next, I have another one that may not come as a huge surprise to most people, and that's The Marriage Plot by Jeffrey Eugenides. I'd heard so many things about this, and I don't even remember if I'd heard good things or bad things, but it was getting a lot of buzz a little while after it came out, and it just sounded so amazing. I read it shortly after college, and the main female character in this book is kind of dealing with the post-college era of her life, and there are themes about depression and psychological and mental health, and she studies English literature, and I was like, oh, this is for me, this is for me. It was not for me. This was long and very drawn out, and it took me way too long to get through. It's not that many pages. It's like 400 pages. It took me forever to get through, and I just thought it was whiny and mopey and didn't handle the issues with as much grace as it should have. So, sorry, Jeffrey Eugenides. I love Middlesex, just not this. And lastly, I have The Alchemist by Paulo Coelho. I was very excited about this book. I had wanted to read this book for years and years before I finally picked it up. And maybe all of that excitement kind of wore me down. But I don't know if I didn't get it, but I got it. I don't know. I feel like it was a little too overplayed. It was a little too obvious. The plot was really weird and boring. And I wanted to like it so much, and I just didn't. So yeah, those are some books that I thought I was really going to like, and then I really didn't. If you have had similar experiences, please tell me about it in the comments, or if you have any feelings about these books, please let me know. I'm not trying to offend anyone or anyone's opinion. This is my own personal opinion about these books, and unfortunately, they just were not for me. So I will see you all soon. Bye!